From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, May the 23rd, 2017. U.S. President Donald Trump concluded his two-day visit to Israel today and departed Ben Gurion International Airport for Rome this afternoon, local time. Trump met this morning in Bethlehem with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas and then returned to Jerusalem, where he took part in a wreath-laying ceremony at the Yad Vashem Holocaust Museum and later delivered a speech at the Israel Museum, where he spoke of his admiration for the Jewish people and his commitment to stand by Israel. The president also spoke of prospects for peace between Israel and the Palestinians, saying that both sides are willing.
As I have repeatedly said, I'm personally committed to helping Israelis and Palestinians achieve a peace agreement. And I had a meeting this morning with President Abbas and can tell you that the Palestinians are ready to reach for peace. I know you've heard it before. I am telling you, that's what I do. They are ready to reach for peace. And my meeting with my very good friend, Benjamin, I can tell you also that he is reaching for peace.
In his comments today, President Trump also joined with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in expressing his condemnation of the terror attack last night in Manchester, England, that killed at least 22 people, including children. Netanyahu said, speaking at Yad Vashem today, that terror must be condemned no matter where it takes place.
In Manchester, San Bernardino, or Jerusalem, terror is terror is terror. We must all unite to defeat it.
Israel's President Reuven Rivlin sent a letter of condolence to Queen Elizabeth II, extending Israel's deepest and most heartfelt sympathies for the people of Britain. He wrote, "The whole world must stand united against this threat to our very civilization." An Israeli police officer was stabbed this morning in what is believed to have been a terror attack in the central Israeli city of Netanya. The 26-year-old officer was stabbed in the neck by a Palestinian man. The officer was able to shoot the attacker, moderately wounding him. Both were given medical attention at the scene and taken to the hospital for further treatment. And the IDF reported that a rocket was fired from Egypt's Sinai Peninsula at southern Israel this morning. No damage or injury was reported, and Israeli troops were looking for the impact site. Ynet reports that the Czech parliament passed a resolution this week rejecting decisions made recently against Israel by UNESCO, the UN's educational, scientific, and cultural arm. Israel's ambassador to UNESCO, Carmel Shama-HaKohen, praised the gesture as another welcome decision and another sane voice against a series of delusional decisions regarding Jerusalem. He said it was certainly a beautiful gift from Prague to the people of Israel on Jerusalem Day. Police in Los Angeles are investigating an attack yesterday morning on a Jewish man who was on his way to prayer services. Local ABC affiliate KABC reported that the man who was wearing a kippah was walking to Congregation Beis Yehuda in the Fairfax district when he was punched and kicked repeatedly by a male assailant who then walked away from the scene. The LAPD has not classified the attack as a hate crime at this point. In a special ceremony last week, some 33 rare books stolen from Polish Jewish communities during the Holocaust were donated to the Foundation for the Preservation of Jewish Heritage in Poland. The ceremony took place at the National Library in Warsaw. Well, thousands came to Jerusalem today for the official opening of the Yom Yerushalayim Jerusalem Day celebrations, this year marking the 50th anniversary of the reunification of the city after the Six-Day War in 1967. Tonight, a number of top Israeli artists performed live alongside the Jerusalem Symphony Orchestra in the Old City. Celebratory events continue throughout the rest of the month. Israel's National Library published some never-before-seen photographs from that historic reunification. Yesterday, they released the black and white images, which include those of Shlomo Goren, the Israeli army's first chief rabbi, Israeli soldiers praying at the wall, and Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion visiting the holy site. And we have special programming for you tonight here on JBS, Tuesday, May the 23rd for Yom Yerushalayim, including at 7 o'clock tonight a discussion on the sovereignty over Jerusalem with Dr. Jacques Gauthier. At 8 tonight, award-winning Israeli author Dorit Rabinian talks about her novel All the Rivers, which has been banned from Israeli high schools for positively depicting intermarriage between an Israeli woman and a Palestinian man. That's from the Stephen Wise Free Synagogue. At 9 tonight, Mark Golub sits down with feminist author Phyllis Chesler on L'chaim. And at 10 o'clock, Pakistani Muslim Qasim Hafiz shares the story of how he went from anti-Israel Islamist radical to pro-Israel activist. And coming up right after this newscast tonight, it's In the News with Mark Golub. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, May the 23rd, 2017. I'm Teisha Bader.